work out this question based on ABC. Here the requirement, what we are supposed to do, okay, what is being asked to do. Then after taking you through the question, then I'm going to start with the computation, answering the questions. So we have here Alpha Limited is manufacturing two products, A and B. Both products are manufactured on the same machines. Okay, so they are using the same machine to produce A and B and undergo the same processes. Okay, so they are alike. Okay, the products, but they are two products. Here is the detail of budgeted data obtained for the two products for the financial year on December 31st, X1. Okay, so here you have been provided with certain information. So you have the description of A and B. The budgeted production quantity for A is 25,000, whereas for B is 2,500 units. Number of purchase orders for A it is 400 and for B it is 200. Number of setups, okay, for A it is 150, whereas for B it is 100. So the resources required per unit. Direct materials, you have direct labor per hour, you have machine time, that is machine hours, you have been provided for each of the products. Okay. So you have here, we continue with the question now. So budgeted production overhead cost for the year have been calculated as follows. So these are production overheads. Okay, they are not direct costs, they are not variable costs. Okay, so these are what have been computed. We have volume related overhead cost, 275 000, purchase related overhead cost, 500 000, setup related overhead cost, 525 000. So the total overhead cost comes to around 1,100,000. Okay, alors, the budgeted labor rate is 20 rupees per hour. So we know that. Pourquoi ici on nous a donné direct labor, it is per hours, 10 hours for A, 10 hours for B. Mais maintenant the rate at which we are paying is 20 per hour. The company's present system is to absorb the overhead. As I told you earlier last week, that the overheads cannot be divided. Okay? Parce que c'est difficile de dire pour A, c'est moitié-moitié, à moitié A, moitié B, 40 pour A, 60 pour B, ou 60 pour A, 40 pour B. Okay? So it is difficult to divide the overhead. So what we do, we absorb the overhead. Now we need a basis on which we are going to absorb. Okay? So the company's present system is to absorb the overheads by product units using rates per labor hour. So they use the labor hour to absorb that overhead. However, the company is considering implementing the system of activity-based costing, that is our ABC system. The following drivers for overheads are used. So we have been provided the different drivers that can be used for each of the different overheads. Okay, so volume related overhead we can use machine hours. Purchase related overhead we can use number of purchase orders. Setup related overheads we can use the number of setups. Okay, so we can use these drivers for these overheads. So let's see now what is being required for us. So we are required to calculate the unit cost for product A and B using, premièrement, the traditional method, that is the absorption costing system, which is the traditional method itself. Then proposed activity-based costing system. Okay, so we have The question we have I have just shown to you now, the illustrative question, this one. I have posted it on the classroom so that you can follow. Okay, pour moi c'est facile de monter et descendre, mais pour vous peut-être each time to go through it. C'est pour ça I have sent it on the classroom. You can have it with you as well. Okay, let us start with the question method. So I will. Okay. Voilà. Okay, so I'll take you step by step. Comme ça, je vais mettre comme c'est what I'm doing, okay, en termes de calculation aussi, en termes de stepwise aussi. Okay, so the first step is to determine the overhead absorption rate. Okay, so this is what we are going to see. Okay, this is the working, and then we are going to use the traditional method and the ABC method to calculate the unit cost. Okay, insert this whole table. going to put in here for A, B, and then the total. To start with, production one. You can look into your question for your production quantity for A, c'est 25 000, and for B, it is 2,500. Okay, so you can counter verify with your question. Huh? The next thing is we have been given in the question that we are going to use direct labor hours. Okay, hello. The direct labor hours, we know that it is 10 hours, okay, per unit. Okay, so we know that it is 10 hours per unit. Alors, ici, on va écrire direct labor hours required. Okay, les deux c'est 10. Okay, so I'm going to put 10 directement. Okay. Alors, pour celui-là, 10 hours, ça va me donner 250 000. Celui-là va me donner 25 000. When I add both of them, ça va me donner 275 000. Okay, so now I know that in total I require 275 000 of direct labor hours, okay, for my company. Okay, so now I have my total cost. Okay, so I know that when you look at the question, you have been provided with the total overhead cost, which is new of I will say, let me put rupees in front so that is some little what? Okay, so now I know that I can calculate my labor, my overhead absorption rate per labor hour. Okay, so I have to put one line to do. If in case I'm explaining something you are not understanding, please do let me know. Hein. De préférence, if you can unmute yourself, just call me. Parce que je suis pas sur le, well, directement sur the PowerPoint. Okay, so so we are going to have here both the head absorption rate per labor hour. Et alors, celui-là, comment on va faire ça? Comment on va calculer ça? Très simplement, we are going to take our total overhead divided by divisé par 275 000. Okay, so this should give me 4 here. Normalement, c'est en roupies, ça, hein? Voilà. It should be rupees per hour. 4 rupees per hour. Okay? Till here, is it fine? I'm going to the classroom just to check out whether it's giving any issues. Jusque là, is it fine? Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to use another, because we have calculated plus. I have another table to do. So let me add another. Okay, so let's start. Okay, a bit to the computation now. Okay, so if in case you get some difficulty to understand what I'm doing, just n'hésitez pas. Head. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? I think I did something. Voilà, c'est bon. I'm just copying the last line. Eh? Voilà. 14 hours required maintenant. If we Cinq et 5. Les deux sont pareils. Okay? So I'm going to put it 5 itself. Okay? Alors, multiplier par n, ça va faire moitié sur 2. 400 et 200. Les parents sont versés 100. And second. C'était 150 et 100, ça me donne 200. Okay? This, we keep it here itself. Now we are going to take the cost per cost driver. Okay? So let me put it in 4. Cost per cost drivers. Overheads. Okay? Cost. And we have machines. Volume related plutôt. Okay? Volume related, c'est on avait calculé. I think you're getting. We are going to use en termes de quantité. Okay? The volume related. Alors, we have in the last slide. Voilà. Ok? purchase related overhead, and this one is based on number of orders. Okay, purchase orders. So that makes it easier. Okay. Alors, when we look at the purchase related overhead, c'est 300. Okay. 300. And purchase orders total c'est 600. Okay. So here I have purchase related well, order. Alors ici on va faire 300 000 divisé par 6. Okay. And then we put it directly in our last one. Okay. Let me put this one in bold, set it out. $600, you mean? Candy? Oh, no, no, no. I have wrongly input. Okay? Ça doit être 600. Parce que if you tally it also, it would not come to 500. Moi, j'ai skippé. C'est moi qui a mal écrit. Okay? Well, okay? If you divide it by 6, you won't get 500. Okay? Thank you, dear. Then we are going to take the third one. Okay, I'm going to again back to the question. So we are going to take the settlement now. Settlement fund. Okay. I've already seen the figure as well. Là. Okay. C'est 525 000. And it would be absorbed based on the number of seconds. Okay. The number of setups, we know it is 250. Remember our ruler. Okay. So that you don't it becomes related overhead per number of setups. fine till here?
Excusez-moi, madame. Mon, juste première partie, à mon comprend, mon pédé est bien commis.
Allez, avant de qui côté de PRG, non, premier table, tu comprends. Ici, là, tu dois bien difficulté, là.
Oui, oui, oui. Oui.
Ah. What's the feeling about for the others? Anything about second equation here? Any other difficulty? No? Ah. I was just doing it, okay? Because c'est pour ça que tu as finance coming. So let me take you. Alors, voilà. Ici, what we have done, we have calculated the absorption rate per labor hour. Okay? Le 4. Okay? Alors, then maintenant, on va s'en servir. We have to calculate, comme je vous ai dit, we have to calculate, we have to use, okay, the absorption, the overhead absorption rate. We have to even determine the cost driver rates per each activity. Alors, why we are doing this? This is just a working. Comme ça, quand on va faire le cost sheet, on va pas maintenant go and compute it. These are all workings, okay? So that when we are preparing our cost sheet, we just have to take the rates, okay? On a déjà computed all the things and just take the rates and multiply, okay? So let's see this table now, okay? Alors, we have the overhead absorption rate, what we had done in the previous one. J'ai mis directement, okay? And maintenant, let me go to the question here. Okay, so we have these information that are, you see, I have different description of the of the processes, okay, of the requirements in the organization. C'est ça même que j'ai mis là. Okay, so we have the machine hours, comme vous allez voir, the machine hours, the purchase orders, etc. Okay, so what I have, what I'm doing is, okay, so I'm computing this one. Okay, I'm making a total here of these. Okay, to arrive at, parce qu'on doit absorb. Okay, we don't know how to divide the absorption. Alors, since both of A and B, they are using the same machine, the same processors, we are clubbing both of them. Alors, see my, I'm not referring to the question. Mettons que j'ai 1 million à distribuer. Okay, I have A and B. So what I'll be doing, I'll be adding both A and B. Okay, cost, and then I will divide it by that 1 million. Okay, so this is why I'm adding these two in here. Okay, so this one you have machine hours. Okay, machine hours, we know that it is 5 as per the question. The absorption, the units, okay, required for A, c'est 25 000. Par contre, pour B, c'est 2500. J'ai multiplié. So that gives me a total of 137 500. The purchase orders, ça me donne 400 et 200, ça me donne 600. Total. Setup, pareil, 250. Okay, so I'll be using the total column only. Okay, let me put it. Cool. able to, let me share again. C'est un peu, the network is not good at all today. I don't know what is happening. That they are working on something. And so I have been using the information that I have here. Okay, so that you can see. You see the budgeted production overhead cost. This is what we are going to use. We are going to calculate the rates based on the drivers given here. Okay. Alors, in my table, each one maintenant commence par le volume related overhead. Le volume related overhead, c'est 275 000. Machine hours required. I was telling you I'm going to use arrows. Ça, je retire de là. Okay? So I know I have already calculated the total, c'est 137 500. Alors, j'utilise, that gives me 2. The rate is 2. It is going to be absorbed at a rate of 2 rupees per machine hours. Okay? Deuxième, c'est purchase related maintenant. Dans question, on a 300. Je prends de là. Okay? Alors, would not be able to put the arrows here. So, check off. Okay. Alors, le 250, c'est directement de là. So, I have my setup related overhead. Per setup, ça va me donner 2100. Is it okay now, Nitish?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Très bien. Okay. Alors, ici, what we have done, we have just calculated these, which is in bold, the rate. The rate is important. We are just computing the rates. Okay. Now that we have already calculated the rate, let me put here. we are going to calculate is the unit cost under the traditional costing system. Okay, hello, unit cost under the traditional. Okay, so this is what we are going to work out here. Okay, pour commencer with the traditional costing system, okay, we are going to have a full cost. Full cost. So therefore, I think you should remember it. The full cost or indirectly is the total cost. So we take all the direct plus the indirect, or we take the variable plus the fixed cost. Okay. So to start with, we are going to take the direct material cost. Okay. Deuxième, what we have the labor cost. So we are going to include here direct labor cost. We are going to come to the figures an instant. Direct labor cost. And then third one would come the overheads. Okay, directement the overheads. We are not going to separate the overheads into the different categories. Directement total overheads. Okay. Um, the working I'm going to do it in this column itself. Pas vraiment working space. C'est un peu comme si the information. Okay. Alors, here we know that the direct, parce qu'on calcule per unit time the unit. Alors, ici, on a déjà information regarding the unit. Okay. Alors, 25 et 62.50. This is for material. So directly, I'm going to insert it here. 25 et 62.50. Okay, so we know about this. Okay. Deuxième, c'est the labor hours. Okay, so we have been provided with the information that it is per hour, 10 et 10 hours. Mais en même temps, in this we have 10 rupees per hour. 20 rupees per hour. So yeah, it is 20 rupees per hour. For both. Okay, so it will be 10 hours multiplied by rupees 20. Okay. Now I'm going to do some. Ici et 200. Ici equally. Okay. Both the sides they would come to 200. The overheads matter. Okay. So we are going to get back to the question. Encore une fois. Ici. No, ici. Okay. It says that the company, this part of the question. Right. The company's present system is to absorb overheads by product units using rates of labor hour. Okay, so we need to use the labor hour. Okay, alors ici, ça va être 10 hours, parce que c'est labor hour. Les deux, c'est pareil. So, one working. And the absorption rate is 4 tell me, est-ce que this table is clear for you? Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait? If any part of it is not clear, just let me know. Eh? What about the others? And let's solve it. For the others as well, can I proceed with the ABC maintenant? Ah, très bien. Ok. Ça, c'est le traditionnel. Hein? Maintenant, on va faire le ABC. Voilà. Okay. So we are going to start again with the same process, okay, of calculating the unit cost for A and B based on the activity-based costing. Okay. Alors, activity-based costing, ça va pas être direct expenses and then the overheads. Okay. Ça va pas être comme on a vu for the previous one. Overheads, directement overheads. Okay. We are going to have direct material, direct labor, but the overheads would be divided method. Okay. As I was telling you, so we are going to have the direct expenses and then the overheads will be broken down based on comment on a fait ici. Okay? These are the overheads and we are going to use these. Okay? Allez, on prend premier, pareil. The direct cost, direct material and direct labor. Je vais copier. Okay? Just to save some time. Okay? Ça, celui-là reste pareil. volume related machine, euh, volume related overhead, okay, based on the machine hours, ça nous donne 2. Okay. It is 2. Okay. Ça c'est là, and let me check this. Ça c'est 5. Okay, machine hours c'est 5. Okay. So I'm going to have, c'est 5 tous les deux là, hein? 5 hours multiplied by 3 is 2. Okay. Directement 10 et 10. Okay. Then we have the second one. We have the purchases. Wow. Okay. So the purchase related is based on product. For product A would be ça va être différent. For product B, ça va être différent. Okay. It is based on purchase related. It is based on orders. Okay. Okay. Alors, we are going to get back to the question. Okay. C'est celui-là. Purchase orders pour AC400 et 200. Okay. Alors, here we are going to have 400 et 200. Okay. C'est 500. Les 500 que vous allez gagner, c'est là. Okay. Alors, 500 multiplied by 400 orders. Okay. Pareil, B. 500 pose pareil. Et pour B, c'est 200 orders. Okay. Alors, so that we can put it there. Mais seulement, it is unit. Okay. When it is unit, we have to divide. Okay. Alors, A, c'était 25 000 units. Par contre, pour here, it is 2500 units. Okay. Si c'était pas calculation per unit, we would have left it as it is. But since we are calculating the per unit, therefore we have to divide it. Okay. Alors, ça devient 8 et celui-là, 40. Oui, c'est 40. Okay. Now we go back and we have the setup. Okay. Alors, let me copy this one as well. There you are. And usually I'm just doing a lot of copy paste parce que just to save some time. Okay. Okay. And so this one. Okay. Alors, pour A et B. Okay. So we know that for setup, c'était 2100. So here I'm going to put 2100. Okay. Now we go back to the question. 150 et 100. C'est pas order, c'est set. Okay. Alors, in the same way, we have to divide it. Celui-là aussi, hein? Just give me 1 minute with you. I'll just go. Voilà. So that you have a better view. Okay. Now, for this one, it is the ABC. Okay. Is this sheet what we have done, what I have done just now, is it fine for you? Vous avez compris qu'est-ce que j'ai fait for this one? You see, if we would not have calculated, si on n'avait pas worked out this working, celui-là aurait devenu bien difficile for you to compute. Once you have already calculated this, you just have to plug in. Okay, just take the rate and multiply, c'est tout. Okay, mais le plus grand travail, c'est de faire celui-là. Very often, some people will tell you to do it in here itself. Mais si vous allez faire ça dedans même, ça devient plus difficile à comprendre. Because you'll have to calculate it at the same time, compute the per unit. C'est pour ça, moi, I would advise you to do it in the same way. Compute it separately, and then when you're calculating the unit cost, just plug in. Okay? Comme ça devient beaucoup plus facile à le faire. Okay? Allez, très bien. So we have one last part of the question that says that we have compare the results in first one and second one and explain the difference. Okay, so to compare that, let me very often people would ask you to do it directly, mais moi, je préfère de vous demander de faire in terms of a tabular form. It's because easy for you to see. small computation of the comparison. Okay, instead of going back each time to your slide and just write whatever you have to write, it's easier for us to put it in this way. Okay, empty table just for the computation. Okay, so if you look at this table under the traditional costing system, I'm using the traditional to compare with the ABC. Alors, under the traditional costing system, you would see that the cost of A is more. Okay, it is increased by 9.40. Okay, alors there is an increased amount. Mais par contre, under the traditional costing system, for product B, it is lesser. Okay, it is less by 94 rupees per unit. Okay, now these variances, ça, la différence là, these variances in the cost per unit are mainly because of inappropriate absorption of overhead costs under the traditional costing system. Qu'est-ce qu'il arrive? When we look at the traditional, yes, here, under the traditional, all the overheads have been clubbed together and absorbed here. Mais par contre, under the ABC, each of the overhead costs have been absorbed differently and more appropriately. Okay, c'est pour ça we can advise the company to go with the ABC costing system for both the product A and B. Okay, alors, alors this is basically the recommendation and the explanation of the difference. Bien sûr, when I'm going to send you the answer, je vous envoie là, again the answer, what we have worked out here, this, when I'm going to send it to you, I'm going to put l'explication que je vous ai donnée just now, okay, with it, just below here, the table, and then you have the explanation. That's all that you have to do in ABC. Okay, you should be able to calculate your cost per unit or total cost. Okay, for under the traditional method, you should be able to calculate your unit cost or total cost under the ABC analysis and compare and give advice to the company. Okay, so that's all that you have to do. Is it fine for you? Ce que on a fait aujourd'hui. I have another question here. Okay, where you have similar activities, okay, and you are required to use the same thing, okay, calculate. Ça, je vais vous donner comme homework, okay. Now, I'm not going to tax you too much. Comme ils sont assimilés, it is good luck, okay. I won't give you too much of things to comme c'est pour assimilation, parce que sinon, whatever you have been able to retain would go. Okay, so je sais I had to get your full attention for the ABC. Okay, pour comprendre where I have got these figures, what I'm doing, okay, and especially for many of you who have not done accounting, c'est quelque chose de nouveau, je comprends. Okay, c'est pour ça I'm not going to tax your brain too much now. Okay, alors, the question I'm going to send it just after the class, I'm going to send you the answer of the question and the tutorial of the exercise that I have already prepared for you to work out. Okay? So that prenez un break et puis you can work it out. Tant que c'est fait, you will be able to work it out. Okay? Now, I have many questions to correct. All my tutorials that I have given to you. And tiens-moi un affaire. Which ones you have already completed? you help me out here?
Yes.
Je te fais porte-parole là. Allez. Allez, on a deux sets de tutoriels que je vais vous ai donnés. The self-assessment and the normal tutorial. Okay? Allez,
Yes.
which, pour vous dire, si vous avez fait les deux, it is very good. Mais si vous n'avez pas fait les deux as well, c'est pas vraiment a very big issue for me. Okay? Alors, which ones you have already done par rapport avec la classe? Tu as une idée?
Maybe tutorial. Not the
Maybe the
self-assessment.
tutorial. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, très bien. Du côté logistique, any idea? Anyone there? Tutorials. Très bien. Allez, I'm just asking you people, can I have an online class just to correct the exercises dans la semaine, okay, with you people, mais seulement ça va être un peu dans, mettons vers, pas beaucoup, une heure temps, hein, je ne vais pas prendre beaucoup de votre temps, okay, just to correct the exercises so that at least I can give you some more tutorials, un peu comme si, pour finir là, parce que now when you're working tutorials, maybe you're getting some more difficulties, so that I can know in which area you're getting difficulties and to give you some more work to do, okay? Ça va vous aider comme si de fatiguer parce que you have already started with your revisions, okay? Uh, can I have one day with you? Any day parce que je ne veux pas savoir si vous avez de la classe comme si les autres jours, okay? Any preference of the days?
Any day will work for MBA General.
Any day. Du côté de logistique, you have classes on Tuesdays. Okay. Then can I put it on Thursdays? On Thursday. Très
Yes.
bien. You use the same link. I'm not going to send any other link. You use the same link. Okay. Can I put it at 8:30? With your class, comme ça vous avez déjà dîné and you have already comme si retourné au workout whatever you have done, okay, you have to do. Et puis on travaille de 8h30 à 18h30, corriger les exercices. Et puis comme ça, we can keep it. Même la semaine prochaine aussi, si there's a need, we can have 1 hour of comme si seulement correction de tutorial, pas d'explication rien, seulement correction. Fine for you all. Okay? Alors on garde ça. Okay? Très bien. No, it is important. It is important. Okay? For you to work out et bien sûr pour moi de corriger aussi. Okay? C'est pour ça. Okay? So we are going to meet on Thursday at 8:30. Okay? You use the same link et puis on va corriger the tutorials. Là, on va corriger seulement the tutorials, hein, pas le self-assessment parce que j'ai 3 questions à corriger là. Okay? So we are going to correct the 3 questions and then we are going to see the self-assessment. Si toutefois vous avez pu travailler the questions that I'm going to send you just after the class on the ABC, it would be very good. Eh? At least I know that the ABC you have completed, and then of course I'm going to send you some more tutorials on ABC as well. Okay, comme ça vous pratiquez. Du côté decision making, I can tell you sa quantité de questions que vous avez travaillées. Oui, quelquefois on a des ajustements qui sont comme si un peu nouveaux, mais you have well grasped it. Okay? Sa quantité de travail, on le fait. You have well grasped it. Maintenant, pour le ABC, I want you to be equally et comme ça,